Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another speculation video. So it seems possible that we are going to be getting wants related to content from previous packs after all. Let's start from the beginning. So in response to The Sims addressing the whole rapidly aging up issue, Sim asked, could you please also investigate the fact that we were supposed to get wants and fears for the previously released packs and we didn't? We now have even less wants than we had with whims. We had whims from Outdoor Treat to Seasons. Attached is a tweet from SimGuru George saying, there are a long list of wants and fears. I don't recall all of them offhand. There are some that are specific to high school years, but the team did go back and add some for the previous content. I'm sure more can be added for future packs too. I did cover that tweet in a previous video, and I thought that meant that we were going to have wants and fears that related to previous pack content when the update released. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. I've even seen reports of people who have Sims with just traits from packs not having any wants at all, or very few. Continuing on, SimGuru George replied to that tweet saying, what you are seeing are the wants and fears created for the previous base game content. High School Years has its own set of wants and fears. Then Stephanie replied saying, will there be wants and fears tied to other packs? Dream Home Decorator, Discover University, Cats and Dogs, etc. And George replies with, while creating High School Years, we focused on that pack and adding previous base game content with the time we had. Future packs and updates could add more where it makes sense. And oh boy, did George get a lot of backlash for this. And I completely understand why. It's getting so tiring seeing them add new systems to the game over the past couple of years or so, especially, and them just only supporting this kind of stuff going forwards, but not backwards as well. For example, with Sentiments, they added that just before Snowy Escape, so the packs going forward have supported Sentiments, but previous packs from before then don't, except for Spa Day, because they did a refresh on that. Another great example is the likes and dislike system that we got just before Dream Home Decorator. They actually have gone back and added a few after they initially launched this system, like for cross-stitching and knitting, but there's still some that they should add, like Archaeology from Jungle Adventure, or Fabrication and Juice Fizzing from Eco Lifestyle. Or what about the ability to swim in the ocean? Because we've had that with Island Living and worlds that have come out after that pack, but not from ones before then, or even the base game worlds. I mean, I could go on with other examples such as Lifestyles, or the Townie overhaul or NPC refresh, or whatever you want to call that, but I think you get the idea. And it's worrying that they could even still keep doing this sort of mentality with whatever they may be adding in the future. However, now things get a little more confusing, because Little Dika made a tweet saying, I've seen people reporting that wants are exclusively working with old base game whims. That's not true, I think. Pack wants are in the game. I'm confused. I haven't played yet because I don't want my Sims to die prematurely. Attached is a list showing quite a few wants that are related to previously released packs. There's wants for listening to various radio stations from previous packs, making sack lunches with Parenthood, painting on the mural objects from City Living, playing horseshoes from Outdoor Treat. There's some relating to the video game console we got with City Living. There's one related to the Scarecrow from Seasons. A couple relating to sibling rivalries from Parenthood. A want to get struck by lightning. That was the first one I actually noticed in this whole list, and I was like, whoa. I wonder what traits it would take to get that want. I want to take photos of experimental food from Dine Out, or wanting to go on vacation to Granite Falls specifically. I don't know why only that world. Little Dika did say there are more wants than in that screenshot, that there still seem to be hundreds of them. Though I still wonder what the scope is in terms of how much that covers. Like, does that still only go up to seasons? Or are there actually still wants in the game for newer packs such as Dream Home Decorator or Werewolves? But I'm still wondering what happened. Why aren't these wants still actually in the game, at least from what I've heard? And it makes me think back to when we got the bunk beds, because at first, bunk beds did not have the proper slots for placing stuff underneath besides, well, beds. But then, a few months later, they added slots for other stuff, such as desks. So it was just like, why didn't they wait until that was done before they just released it complete at once, especially when it wasn't all that long? I wonder if history is repeating itself here. It could be that they aren't ready to release those wants yet, perhaps the text isn't all written just yet, or some other sort of behind-the-scenes reason. But maybe just like with that initial release of bunk beds, where within 24 hours modders already enabled the extra slots, modders will enable more wants as well. I believe modders are actually working on adapting wants and fears across packs anyways. However, up until this point in the video, I've only been discussing wants, not fears. So it still seems to be the case that they're not going to be adding fears to previously released packs. It's just the dozen base game ones plus however many we got with high school years, that's it. And that's a huge shame because there's so many ideas. Just to name a few, how about a fear of singing with the karaoke machine from City Living? Or being scared of animals if you have a negative interaction with them, such as cats or dogs or chickens, or if you even have a fear of thunderstorms. I mean, there's already the want in the game to get struck by lightning, so it would totally make sense to have an opposite of that. I was really hoping we wouldn't need a wants and fears overhaul mod, but it looks like that is going to be the case. Thank goodness for modders, because they make The Sims so much better, no matter which version of The Sims it is. But that is pretty much it, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I guess with SimGuru George's tweets, it could be that he's just trying not to break any non-disclosure agreements, but it's still really strange nonetheless. But be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!